Okay.
I guess we shouldn't talk about this now, but did anybody watch Squid Games?
Well, hang on. We are talking about this now.
We are talking
Questionable.
about
We already picked the question. What show or shows are you watching and would you recommend to the public?
Only Murders in the
Oh,
Building.
that's why I should read the agenda in its entirety. Yes. So,
All right, so I actually have a little bit of a list.
Of course.
No,
you
you
do.
talk
Of course
perfectly
you do.
fine. You don't have a list. I'm tired, motherfuckers.
I don't know why you felt the need to tell us you had a list, Ashley, because we knew you had a list.
okay,
And
wait.
she's gonna
So
have
I just
explanations
got
for everything.
I just got two. Like I said, the Looney Tunes one, that was my shit. That was making me laugh. It was nostalgic. It was still current. It was still new. At the same time, still being very memorable. And Squid Games was pretty good. I mean, everyone is really hyped about it. But
I'm waiting until the hype dies
finished it.
down to watch it.
I finished it the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty good. When I started watching it, I kept on watching it, and it was good.
For me, it was like there was a show in the 60s called The Prisoner. That was a very kind of like trippy, psychedelic. It was very similar how it started, but then it had hints of like Hunger Games and The Purge and The Prisoner. But they did it, and the characters are good and three-dimensional, compelling, great acting. I thought it was very well done.
Yeah.
I did like Squid Games a lot. I mean, the last episode, I mean, I understand they got to leave room. They got to.
Don't spoil
like,
it.
where's
We're
it
not
going?
gonna spoil it.
Watching.
Where's it going next? Kind of,
But like,
Yeah.
I will say that it does make sense to me because they did plant the seeds for the twist throughout the whole series.
Yes,
So it's like, oh, this, that, and that made sense.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
teammate
It
that I
really
LARPed
did.
with said he watched it a second time and just paid attention to everything
twist,
except
yeah.
what they were talking about.
Yeah.
And he said you notice a ton, and I was like, oh wow.
Yep. Okay.
So, but I was bothered by the one woman's voice.
Yeah,
It
I
was
mean,
just so like,
yeah, you got to get over the dubbing.
like she was just so like.
Oh,
I know. Yeah.
Right. So that your recommendation? Do you have any more, Tater?
No, I mean maybe a couple of videos on Pornhub, but
on
We're
six
saving Ashley for last because then we can all log off. Dave, what do
Sweet.
you have?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I'm a father. I have no shows.
no, like I said, I watched all of Squid Games in 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days.
I used your
wife.
recommendation. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. My wife and I are catching up on the last season of Shameless. It's actually on
that was
Netflix
wild.
now because we used to watch
Everyone
it on
loves
Showtime.
that, and I never got to watch it.
We used to
Well,
watch it
it's-
on Showtime, but then since News 12 changed their damn password, I can't watch it anymore.
Does Emmy
So-
Russell show up for the last episode at least?
I haven't watched the last episode. That's that's the last one left to watch.
I didn't like how they
We'll watch
ended it.
tomorrow.
Does she show up at least for the last episode?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's I was like I said that to Christina because Christina.
I was very upset by that because
things
they
online.
did set it up in a way that she could have.
Yeah, because what's his
Yeah.
name is looking for somebody to take care of him, and it's just like
Right. But
um,
there's something else
not
that
Carl,
happens. I'm not
the
sure
youngest
if it
one.
happens.
and
I'm
I'm
not
like
sure
she
if it
technically
happens.
has
You
legal
watch this,
custody of him.
Darius?
It's the last
You watch
episode.
this?
There's a moment
Yeah.
where
I've never-
they make room
We're
for
on that
someone to be
the
called,
stranded island
Okay.
together.
Yeah.
and it leaves room for them to call her.
Yeah.
I see.
Old
And she doesn't show up.
conversation.
But
We'll
they don't.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna watch
like,
the last
this
episode.
is how
tomorrow,
you feel
probably.
now throughout the whole podcast.
I mean,
Whole
it's-
podcast, the whole
Darius,
thing. I'd be
what
like,
recommendations do you have?
it's a good series. if you
I'm
want
not
to
gonna. I'm
know.
not gonna go on a streaming platform. I'm gonna go on network television and say the Wonder Years because
What?
Ooh, I still
The
have to
new
watch
one?
that.
the new Wonder Years. Don Cheadle
Oh,
does a
good. You like it?
great job. Yeah, that's like
How does
I
your
record
doppelganger
it every
do?
week. I record.
Oh wow.
How's your doppelganger?
Dule Hill?
Yes.
He's great. He's a cool dad. I don't know. Some people say he gives them like some Everybody Hates Chris vibes.
I like Terry.
I gotta watch
Terry.
it. I gotta
Terry
watch it.
Crews.
No,
There
no,
you
he
go,
doesn't. No,
Terry
no, no.
Crews.
just the show in general. They said they feel like it gives
Oh,
them
that
everybody
type of
hates.
father figure.
Yeah.
Does that feel kind of
No,
racist,
just the
to be
show,
honest
like
with
the
you?
voiceover gives them. But I like the way that they approach the black family in the 60s, and like they really harp on the fact, like not harp on it, but they I think paint a realistic picture. And just I find myself just laughing at certain things. He's explaining, he's like, because a black mother says this, and I'm like, oh yeah, they do. Like, yes, this totally happened. So yeah,
I gotta
Wonder
watch
Years
that.
is really good.
Yeah.
And before Ashley
I
goes,
never watched the regular Wonder Years because I was kind of young, so I just saw it on TV but didn't.
Balls and I
actually
used to
see it.
watch it every
I
Sunday.
I used to like it a lot as well.
I remember. Was it Whitney? Was her name
That's
Winnie?
right.
Was her
Whitney
name-
Cooper.
Winnie.
Yeah,
Winnie Cooper.
yeah.
Ah.
He's always trying to get it.
Just know he loved her, and it looked like she was his sister.
It was Winnie Cooper, and then it was Topanga, and I'm still single because no woman can live up to those two. My 3 recommendations are On My Block. Just completed the series on Netflix.
Oh, you liked it?
It's amazing. When I first started watching, I was like, oh, it looks kind of funny. And I was like, it takes, to be able to capture teenagers with the lingo they're using and the slang they're using and whatnot, and have it not feel corny, written by adults who don't know what children are actually talking like. And for it to be
That is woke.
a like white and black writers, but for like a multi-ethnic cast and whatnot, like it takes the special formula and magic, and it's like a show that's seriously overlooked by the Emmys. It's 4 seasons. They're half an hour episode. You can binge through it. It has a blend of Wonder Years with Everybody Hates Chris with its own originality and take, and it's a really, really funny and good show. On My Block, I highly recommend it on Netflix.
Is it considered a sitcom? Is that the type of?
I guess
show?
it is. I guess it's not. It's like the single camera sitcom, like
Sitcom with a
dramedy
drama
kind of
or
thing.
something?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's definitely a
dramedy.
dramedy, but it's really good. Reservation Dogs, which just started with that takes place in Oklahoma on the native reservation.
Like,
It's a spoof of a Reservoir Dogs, but yeah.
I mean,
get it.
I
The
mean,
name.
it's only
There's only
the
a
name is
namesake.
because they're like
Yeah.
they dress up in suits in the first episode or whatever, and they named their like little gang, but it's not really a gang.
Yeah.
And it's similar to On My Block in that way, but it's young. It's there are certain jokes that only people in the native community are gonna get. It's very native centric, but it's really good. Tika Waititi is an executive producer. He's the guy who did like Thor Ragnarok and whatnot. Hi, baby girl. And it's really good. They've had 1 season. And finally, Upload, which is on Amazon, which is probably the most well-known of these.
watch
Oh,
that.
I loved
I
it.
have to watch that.
And season 2 is coming out soon. And
Okay,
Andy
so I'll
Allo,
catch up on.
Andy
I
Allo
love
is
him.
like
He is so
one of my
dreamy.
dream women. She's like number 3 on my list. And it's a really cool take on death and spirituality and technology
religion
and
and
religion
stuff like
and
that.
commercialism.
Yeah.
It's basically the premise is, for those who don't know, they can kill you and scan your brain and put it in a computer, and you can live forever if you pay
Forever.
it. If you pay enough. Are you stuck?
Computer, upload me to this cloud.
That's literally what it is. Though. It's basically you live in the cloud forever, and like if you can pay enough, you can live in like the country club heaven, or if you're. And they show in the first season, if you were too poor to pay for it, but you do pay for it, literally you get like limited data, and you can only move like for 5 minutes a year, a month, or whatever.
wow.
And it's like your eternity, and it's like it's not horror, and it's not a thriller, and it's not a drama, and it's not a comedy. It's all of those things.
Sounds like Black Mirror.
It
No,
sounds
no,
like
it's a
an
lot- it's a
episode
lot
of Black
more-
Mirror. Yeah.
A lot more
Yeah.
comedy to it. It's not so dark and
Yeah.
scary.
And-
By
but
the
the
way,
cast
Black
is
Mirror
good.
was the shit.
The cast is
I really do
good.
like the cast, too, yeah.
And they've only 1 season in. They just finished the second season, well, a few months ago, and it's coming out soon. And Andy Allo, a Prince protege, she is sheer perfection. Ashley,
Makes me
we will
think
now
of the-
fall asleep while you give
She
us
made
makes
him
me-
some
your list.
pancakes.
That made me think of The Good Place. It's almost something like that with that premise, except it's digital.
Oh, I gotta watch The Good Place too.
So my top
Digital.
recommendation is Only Murders
That's why-
in the Building.
Oh, sorry.
What?
What's that?
I've been seeing that too.
Oh, that's the one with
Only-
Steve Martin,
Yeah,
Martin
and
Short, and
Selena
Selena Gomez.
Gomez.
Wait,
Is that
Yeah.
repeat the title.
Somebody,
I'm sorry,
my
I missed
coworker
it.
told me about that
Only
too.
Murders in the Building.
Yep. So it's basically a podcast. These 3 people in the building see there's a murder that happens with
Personal
one of the people underneath
private
them,
murder
and they
investigators
go
or
and like
something.
they check out the murder and they start investigating, and it's kind of cute.
there's like a lot of little twists that kind of unfold as the episodes
I
go
won't
by. I've
say
seen it, yeah, it's
anything
good.
because I will start revealing.
I've
plot.
heard it feels like Clue almost, but like funny.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very fun. Because
Yeah.
every episode something happens and something unfolds and you start getting into
The plot
bigger pictures.
thickens.
Yeah.
And
then
you
there's
kind
a
of feel like
podcast.
somebody's a bad guy and blah blah blah, and then you find a little more information. You're
Tina
like, oh,
Fey
well,
is also narrating, which is
Oh, that's
interesting.
cool.
Oh, I didn't know she was narrating.
Yeah, she has like her bits and pieces where she's talking about the podcast on her podcast.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So.
I like that. Anything else?
Selena
Yeah,
Gomez acts pretty monotone in that.
Yes,
Very
she does. Actually.
different.
Yeah.
You
Season
on
3 is
Netflix?
out. I haven't started
Yeah,
it yet.
season 3 just came out, and I'm so
Vast
excited.
I watched the first 3 episodes today. I think season 1 was excellent. I thought season 2 was shit, and season 3 I thought was so far is excellent. I thought.
Excellent choice.
That's
Excellent
Oh,
good.
I
Good to
love
know,
you.
good to know.
I love. Oh well.
Obviously the
Yep, yep.
boys, because I just saw it at Comic-Con. So it's funny because I've seen them on Amazon. I've been meaning to watch it. I saw them at Comic-Con and I'm like, I guess I should watch it. And then I started. It's basically like superheroes, but the gory side of it. So like they're kind of.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, it's like
there's
there's
a lot more,
superheroes,
like-
but with not. They don't have a moral compass.
Yeah,
it's
no,
more
they're
like
assholes.
a business of
Right.
superheroes.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're assholes, and it's great. It's great
Those
to
are good.
watch
That one
because
was good
we're
too.
so used to like Avengers and Marvel, where they're all trying to do good and everything, and you actually just see the dark side of superheroes.
I feel like it's
Yeah, like the-
if
the-
capitalism
the-
got their claws in real superheroes and made them a
Yes.
brand.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
Exactly.
I personally think it's a metaphor for politicians, like the ones you'll put on the
Oh,
pedestals.
absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
You find out they're just they're even shittier than
Most
you.
of them are evil. Yeah.
Yep.
Tom wanted me to watch it, and he was like, "Dude, this show is about superheroes. Like if we were superheroes." So I like watched the first 2 episodes. I'm like, I don't know, Tom. I don't know if I would be like these guys.
And what else, Ashley?
I've been catching up on Killing Eve. It's an older.
It's a BBC
Show?
show.
With
yeah.
Sandra Oh.
Yeah, so I've been watching that lately, and it actually.
I haven't seen it. How is it? Is it good?
I like it actually. It's kind of an interesting juxtaposition of like people going at each other, trying to hunt each other down. I've just gotten to the point where one of them asked the killer asked her to go to dinner. So
Oh,
I'm very early
that's
on.
weird.
And then I Know What You Did Last Summer got a reboot on Amazon.
It did?
Hmm
A show. It's a show.
Yeah, it's a TV show.
Oh. Is it good?
It is good.
It was one of her recommendations.
It is. It's one of
I
the-
mean, you know,
it's good enough as a reboot. Obviously, you expect some of the same things are gonna happen. So
that was with Jennifer Love Hewitt in that one. Is that right?
Jennifer
the
loves to
original,
do it.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of need to rack to make that project work.
Yeah, exactly. Tater knows.
Like the
No, no, no.
Whisperer.
So
That
it's,
shit.
it's all. It's
The Whisperer
all new
was
kids.
on for years.
Oh God, that was
Was
the
it 'cause of
worst
the
TV
ghost?
show in the history
Ah.
of man.
And you saw Jennifer Love Hewitt was in it. That's all that mattered.
Anything else, Ashley?
I think it was.
I cut myself off at that many. So.
But,
I would like to recommend
sorry.
a podcast called Maybe Next Week. Everyone should be watching. It's the best podcast there is. Fuck Joe Rogan. It's the best thing no one's watching, including most of the hosts.
If you keep on
Crazy-
saying that to the people
crazy
that
how
are watching
there's-
this, they're not going to invest.
But there's
I watch
there's
it all the
six-
time.
There's 6 hosts and there's only like 4 likes, and I liked on 2 separate devices most of the time.
I'm definitely, at least recently.
So it should be a minimum of 6 likes.
Where did you go?
That's pretty
I had
bad.
to go find the like that I put on the video.
Oh, did you just drop it on the floor? Is that what happened?
I think
I
one of them
dropped
has
it like it's hot. That's what I did.
one of them has 9 likes, I think.
Okay.
9 likes.
We actually
I've
got
gotten
a
a couple
really
Let me go ahead
long.
and do this
I
right
know
now.
I've liked.
We actually got a really long, thought out comment from some woman about the the Shang-Chi clip about it being Mahomes or not.
You just made this
And
racist.
That's racist.
She went on and on about how we kind of didn't do a great job of representing exactly what that argument is, but how that argument is also bullshit. But like she was kind about it. I haven't really like gone back, and I really need to now that I'm like moved in and settled. But it was a really well thought out, invested comment, which I do appreciate. So that was like our best one, other than the ones that are just like scams and bots that are like putting like links that I keep having to delete.
I mean, if
think
we
the one or
didn't
two that I
represent
commented
the conversation well enough, that's cool.
Well, I was actually thinking, I was like, I'm gonna
think
engage her at some
reapproach it.
point, and I was gonna ask her if she wants to come on, kind of thing. But we'll see. I gotta go back and look at it. And really
Are we gonna fight her? Because
No, it's
Fighting?
It'd be good to have a guest.
I'm just saying, I know how to chop at the throat.
We can see what she said and kind of.
Wait, Shang-Chi chop at the throat.
No, chop.
Now who's the racist?
Oh.
Asian. I am part Asian. Does that
Fuck,
count?
Yeah, she can say it.
Yeah, that's right. Damn.
Okay, good.
Dave, you're a racist.
What?
When in doubt.
Yeah.
Oh my
Blame the
god.
Blame the white
Uh,
guy.
Maybe
no,
next
no.
week.
Oh my
Maybe
god,
next
dude.
week.
Since
You can be a
everybody-
racist.
Dude,
Since
last
everybody try transitioning, let's see
Last
somebody
night-
else
last
take us
night-
out of here.
Last night, I'm walking your parents out.
Uh-oh, what'd my dad say? Oh, is that an
That
Oriental?
maybe
I'm in-
he'll
I'm in
see
the elevator
you
with an
today,
You got some
Orientals? He
tomorrow,
calls them
or next
Orientals.
week.
No, he called my people Indians.
Yeah. and
But
an
then he talked about
Orientals.
real Indians, and he wouldn't delineate between the two. I was just like, and there's like people in the building, and they just look at me, and I'm like, Rob, you're so racist. He goes, and damn proud of it. I'm like, oh god, kill me.
Oh god.
I'm like, oh god, kill me. I'm like, oh my god, we got in the elevator at the wrong time.
Yeah,
That's
he
like
said-
an impenetrable shield when someone says, and I don't give a fuck. Okay.
Like, what do you say at that point?
I mean, I've never heard him say damn proud of it. He said he did say Oriental once, and Christina was like,
We'll
"It's
see.
Asian."
Maybe next week.
And he's like,
we'll
okay.
say it to you.
Yeah, my mom does that too. For
Yeah,
God bless her
Orientals.
soul.
I dated
Yeah.
someone who didn't honestly just didn't know that like that's
Yeah.
like it's an art. It's
Yeah,
like
he's-
carpets and rugs. Like
yeah.
it's not. And I educated her, and she made the adjustment immediately. She just honestly didn't know. But like
Well, he's like
he was
Oriental
literally
rugs.
like-
It's from the Orient, and they're from. And I was like, Dad, just call them Asians. It's easier.
yeah, like it's
Yes.
That includes all of
Cut
them.
out the middleman
All of them.
and just go straight to the country,
Say
like Asia.
Asians. That includes
Yeah,
all of
when
them.
in
go to the
doubt-
continent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
when
gonna
in
say,
doubt,
Tati
just
just say
subcontinent.
country.
Oh, it's a country.
Not country.
And you're
but-
part Asian.
That's like me
I'm
if I said the
American,
country of
okay?
Africa.
Pacific Islander.
So I'm allowed to say that I'm Asian
Pacific
without actually knowing
Islander.
anything about Asia.
Ignorant
Yeah.
American.
That's the American way.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah,
Dave's
that's
Italian. He's like pizza, pasta, buongiorno. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
We used to have
Computer, get me a
Computer.
pizza.
Make me a pizza. Shane and I had a
Wait,
friend in
wait,
high
wait,
school.
wait.
He called me a
Computer,
bigot.
end
I'm like, I'm not a
Hold
bigot.
on.
I'm just ignorant.
I think Dave should close us out with the computer.
Computer, close us out, please.
Wait, hang on. Computer. Maybe next week.
In Las Vegas for the next 7 days. Wednesday, 7:43 Fahrenheit.
Yes.
Oh, we got no. This is where we cut it off. He's gonna tell us the weather.
Computer off.
Sunny weather.
Yeah,
Computer.
stop
59
mansplaining,
degrees.
computer.
Send us off.
Just shut off.
That's the perfect way. That's the perfect way to end it.
Okay, Darius.
Oh, who's gonna do it? All right, fine. Oh my gosh, I
A
missed you
4-hour
guys.
podcast, by the way. Today.
Yeah.
It's
Why
4
should
I mean,
you
hours.
have-
we missed each other, right?
We knew it wasn't gonna be 2 hours
Fuck
like
me.
somebody suggested. Ew. We thank you
Well,
I think
for
Bex
watching.
isn't here.
Bex, maybe she'll be here next week.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
Maybe you'll all join us.
Remember
If we
our
don't see you
assignments.
tomorrow. Remember our
This
assignments.
was the weirdest
Bye-bye.
closing. Okay, bye.
I'm not gonna get
Oh,
20 of whatever
Darius
you
will
asked
do
me.
it. We'll just do however many you can get. Darius?
What?
We'll see you all tomorrow, the next day, or maybe next week. Bye-bye.
Computer. Never have I
Scream.
ever.
The content of this skill is only appropriate for mature users. Okay, here's Never Have I Ever. Never Have I Ever contains mature content that may not be suitable for all ages. Would you like to continue?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm having trouble accessing your Never Have I Ever skill right now.
Skill.
Apparently, you don't have a skill of never have I ever.